Manages to force staff away, but inside the base, Faded has already popped the Metamorphosis, and he's going to be looking for Clutch Gamer's second set of racks, as they're just not going to let Cuckoo go. He's dead. Over at the real fight. Well, there isn't even a fight. It's just Faded versus the world, and TNC can't do anything to him. He's even walking through the base, over towards top. He's got the Aegis. Raven going to try and step up to him, but a bunch of snowballs to the face, and he just has to back down. Sam H, they can get a TB illusion. That would be kind of their best tool at this point, but Faded is already making quick work of their racks. They're going to jump on the backlines to try and find Skylark, but he's just way too tanky. He gets off the Guardian Angel. I'm just going to look for the combo on the Tiny. He's dead. Raven's being Fiends gripped. They just can't kill anybody. Didn't matter that he got pressured a little bit in the early game. Skylark spots Cuckoo. But who's actually in trouble? They've also got Aframush coming over, gets the hook. Catching onto two, looks like Cuckoo will be brought down, but now there's a call down. Falling in, Aframush about to go down. Skylark also going to be slowed. Can they focus onto Tim's? There's so many summons. Ajit's walking forward. He needs to be careful. The Gush comes out, and Sam H drummed forward. Does have the Ravage available. They're just going to pop it, and there's no way that Ajit makes it out of here. Sam H even going to chase a little bit further forward. Ajit at least manages to drop the Requiem and do a little bit more damage before he finally pops with TNC, even with the tier 1 still standing or behind the tier 2. Skylark, what can he do? He's just a mid lane Night Stalker, feeling like a support at this stage. Green Faded is trying to right-click them down, but it's just not doing enough damage. The Aegis does get reclaimed. That's a little bit dangerous. Raven, needing to be careful, does disengage. The Shapeshift about to run out, but now they get the Ravage out onto everybody. What can y'all even do? The good game is called before they're even unstunned. Triple kill for Armel. Still keen to come and make some aggressive moves. They at least put a little bit of a dent in this Lena's Bloodstone, but not by that much. Just got a Shadow Blade now, as does Ajit. Clutch Gamers hanging around here at mid. Down at bottom, who have they managed to catch? It is actually the Lion, and he's down. TNC finding their angle. Faded going to try and focus onto Cuckoo, but he's got an Aeon Disc. So that Laguna Blade's not really going to do anything except pop that. Aframush gets into the Shadow Realm, trying to escape from this. The Bedlam's doing decent damage. Armel actually needing to be careful. Will be able to use himself to buy a few more seconds. Sam H, the Chronosphere, it's out on the 5! Ajit's right-clicking through everybody. They've got the multi-man stun to follow it up, but do they have enough damage after that? Terrorize onto 4. They've got the Ravage in 10 seconds time. TNC might be able to reset this fight if they can just keep their Terror Blade alive. He's not being right-clicked just yet. Cuckoo dies first. Ravage in 3 seconds. Ravage in 2 seconds. Ravage in 1 second. The Sunder comes out. There's the Ravage. It's on 5. Raven needs to right-click through everybody, but Ajit survives. He gets the Time Walk off. He now bashes Raven into oblivion. Sam H will be the last one chased down. Clutch Gamers. It was a dive way too far for TNC into the base. Tim's sitting right on top of his sentry. Gets out of the range. And I think is he home free at this point? Looks like he might be. Damage with the Yules. They're going to try and kill off Yul. Tim's might pay for that with his life. He does have another spiked Carapace soon. They've actually killed off the Underlord over at mid. He's a little bit isolated. Sam H has the Ravage. Ajit getting stunned, forced to pop the BKB. He does have the Refresher Shard now, so he does have a second BKB in reserve, but he doesn't want to use the Refresher until this Chronosphere comes off cooldown. Do they have a secondary stun? They've got the Impale. The Terrorize hits on everybody, but the Chrono is being popped. They're trapped in the Brambles. He might be able to set up this fight. Can they stop him? No, he's just going to go on the run. Faded forced to pop his BKB now. This is becoming a mess for Clutch. They've also bought back on the Underlord. Now they get the Chronosphere out into 3, but they're wasting time on that Aeon Disc. They're also trying to focus Armel, but it's not enough. Secondary Chronosphere coming in. Ajit just can't even kill the cores. Sam H sitting there with a smile on his face. He knows he's got the Ravage. He turns it around into Sam H. Now, meanwhile, in the backlines, Faded is locked down. Armel's found him. They get the Sunder over onto Skylark. Raven doing damage this entire time. Ajit's he doesn't have anything left. He's going to be brought down. This was a dieback for him. They even get the Yules on the Underlord. Can Skylark escape? Doesn't look like it. Armel with the super long-range Timber Chain will chase him just that little bit further. Lena's going to be respawning in 10 seconds time, but there's no help for Skylark. He is down. That's also a dieback from him. Aframush desperately trying to clear out this bottom wave. Does come running forward to try and pop down some wards, but looks like Cuckoo going to come over and deal with this pretty quickly. His team's not too far behind him. There's the sentry. Tim's getting close. They need to be careful with Faded. He's got the gem. He sees him. Tim's immediately blinking out. The Ravage comes in. That's Ravage number 1 from Sam H. They need to focus on the Lena. They should be able to burst her. Faded's now dead. They've also lost Aframush. Ajit couldn't get the Chronosphere off. Couldn't press his BKB in time. Raven immediately gets the triple kill. And it looks like Raven is going to be leading TNC to victory here in this game. Sam H, he got flamed a little bit for his offlane performance against Fnatic yesterday. They now get the Yules up under the Void. Ajit pops his BKB. Once again, he's focusing on Raven, but once again, Raven's just not dying. This Bloodthorn damage which might be enough to kill him though, but now he does have the buyback. They've got the lockdown onto Ajit. Can they burst him down this time around? He pops the cheese to live a little bit longer, time walking himself across. But at this point, what do? Do you sell items to buy a refresher orb? He just has to come running back out, and it's only Skylark and Ajit to defend. The non-stop Yule's coming in. There's the Hex. Two-man stun from Tims as the final punctuation mark for this game, for this series. That's not it for this tournament. TNC do still have to face up against Fnatic in the Grand Finals tomorrow. They've now got 2 Grand Finals dates with Fnatic tomorrow. They've both got this final, and they've got the ESL final, but just making some space, doing their thing. SamH TPing over to mid. DJ had known about that. He might have canceled that with his Yules, but he's actually now TPing down bottom. Spots Cuckoo, gonna go for this solo kill. Can they protect him? He gets held away a little bit by the ice shards, but the Bedlam is still just way too much damage. The Requiem getting laid out. They're looking towards Universe. He just hides straight into the Primal Split, and now comes running forward. Who can he actually set up for? On the other side of the fight, it's SamH looking towards DJ. They're gonna get him blocked in. They get the Burst Strike down. SamH is in a little bit of trouble. The Snowball's still chasing after Envy. This is perhaps a little bit too deep for Tim. SamH with the Burst Strike up in a couple of seconds time, and Armel already beyond godlike as he nukes down Pylai Die. They don't have the control. SamH with the 2-man burst strike. Abed getting run at. Universe also blocked in. Can't get back down the ramp. Armel with the auto attacks. Finishes off the Dragon Knight. It's Raven on the other side finishing off the Brewmaster. They still do not have this Radiance. Can they bring down the Bear? Or it's going to be a full 2 minutes dead. Raven just sieging the melee back. They got to go and do something. All right, Universe jumps in. There's the Primal Split. Armel laying down the Razor. They're just going to try and focus down the Pandas. Raven, if they can kill him, he won't have the Metamorphosis anymore. But he looks like he should be able to get the Sunder off. He's still feared. Can he get the BKB Sunder? Oh, at the very last moment, they managed to bring him down. Cuckoo's also dead. Armel pops the BKB. Let's go with the Requiem. Pie's dead. Envy now getting snowballed on top of. Armel finds the double kill, leading his team to victory here in game 1. It looks like Abed trying to right-click, but his BKB fades. Tim's slinking away. DJ will go blinking outside of the base to chase him, and looks like he grabs that kill, but it's only the 2 TNC supports dead so far, and this is going to be the secondary lane of Rax down from Fnatic Universe. The tier 3, and potentially the full lane of Rax. They don't really have a defense here. Abed even coming back a little bit late. The Terrorize threatened by DJ, but looks like they've just accepted the fact that they are going to lose the lane of Rax. They know that these BKBs are on cooldown though, so Armel still has to be careful. He does have the cheese. He's going to get hit by the Cursed Crown. The damage from Abed is big, and looks like they should be able to burst the Dragon, and he gets the cheese off at the last moment. He's still on the run. Raven thinking about trying to help him. He does have the Sunder potentially to save him, but he needs to be careful about using it. Instead, he's just going to pop his Metamorphosis, and now look to turn and fight. 5 seconds to go on his BKB, but Envy is actually pushing bottom. They've killed off Cuckoo already. He's now getting driven back by SamH, but there's actually a Dark Rift now coming. All of Fnatic arriving on the bottom side of the map. Buyback out of the Witch Doctor. Does everybody have a TP ready? They're focusing on SamH first. Raven still has the Metamorphosis. He's going to slice through Pylai Die. He's not dead just yet. Envy pops his BKB. He's running backwards. DJ now being focused. Fnatic, was this the right decision? They forced a bunch of buybacks. If they can just disengage, this would be alright. Universe looks like he's not going to get away from the Scotty. Abed going to keep on fighting. Raven's godlike. He's beyond godlike as he finds the triple. And Fnatic have lost 3 so far. The mid wave needs to be shoved out by Envy. Abed actually ends up missing the Timber Chain. We'll get another opportunity with that Yule Scepter. Now getting sundered up, still full HP, nicely done with the Lotus. Gets out of the silence, and it looks like Abed smoking over towards top. Pylai Die is out of the base at the moment. SamH gonna go running forward onto him. Universe does the force death, gets him a little bit further up, but SamH is diving straight into the base. Armel's already there. Raven's beyond godlike. He's inside. He's looking towards the Rax. Universe is just getting chewed up. It's a double damage Terrorblade. Envy's trying to man fight him, but he already loses the Aegis. The Terrorize pushes them back. Abed jumping after SamH. He's still pretty tanky. It looks like he will be brought down. Eternal Envy back to the world of the living. Looks to focus onto Cuckoo. Raven actually now forced to turn tail and run, as it looks like TNC have just decided to disengage this, but it's only for a little bit. They're focusing into Abed. They've got the Hex onto Raven. He needs to live to do the damage. The Terrorize doesn't clip him. That's Terrorize number 2. Do they still have the cheese left? It looks like they do. Abed going to keep on fighting, and now Raven's the one in some trouble. He's already used the Sunder, and he's going to be brought down, getting nuked by the Morphling. Their own, I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Tims will be going back to defend. Pylai Die and Envy realizing that this is their only opportunity, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Dire Ancient is falling quickly. They're trying to slow them down. They pop the Glyph. Fnatic on the other side finally managed to make it through the tier 4s. Tims trying to stomp them. Cuckoo also trying to slow them down. Armel, they're actually managing to control Raven. They're slowing down his damage a little bit. Universe, can they stop him? Alright, now it's definitely going to be a win for TNC. Abed, initiation only coming in from Universe. He does get the toss back. They don't manage to land the stun though, so SamH still walking forward. He's caught by the Shiva's Raven, runs forward, lays out the Poison Nova. This is going to be difficult for Fnatic to fight against, but they still push them back. Envy's got 150 stolen damage. He's going to be able to do a lot of work, and buyback from SamH once again getting interrupted as the creep goes down. Armel getting tossed into the base. Hike out, the auto attacks will finish him. Tim's looking for a good epicenter. He finds it onto 2. Can they focus down Abed in time? He's still got plenty of bloodstone charges. Even if he dies, he will be able to keep on fighting. He even pops the suicide. TNC just want the lane of Rax, but how many kills is it going to cost them? Armel, BKB, 4 staff away. They need to keep Envy locked down so he can't chase for more kills. Hit him with the Gale, but he pops the BKB and just keeps on running forward. Looks like Raven's going to end up dying. Armel needing to dodge. He's looking for the Requiem. Envy trapped inside of the Pit of Malice. SamH finally getting back to this fight. It was a long walk down the mid lane, but he will manage to do it though. Universe one more time with the Avatos combo. They bring down Armel. DJ finishing him there with the silence, and I think they should also be able to get this Underlord, pushing him down into the river. Lena's not too far behind. They toss Envy on top of him. SamH gladly going to take that kill, perhaps with the Firestorm. Oh, Envy survives on 40 HP. Fnatic playing with fire. SamH, he's going to try and survive and maybe get up one more Firestorm. Or are we just going to run out of here? Nope, DJ sends him right back Abed's way. Universe waiting for another toss. This kill is taking them forever, but Envy does finally finish it. Into a bad position, but it's actually Envy who they've now managed to catch. Can they force out his BKB here? Avatos combination from Universe onto 4, but TNC still standing strong down in the low ground. This pit is making life very, very difficult, but they get down Tim's, it looks like. Can they finish him? It looks the Magnetize and the Spirit Vessel bring him down. Armel pops the BKB, lays down the Requiem, just focusing onto Pi. Raven with the auto attacks, also helping to bring him down. It's just a support for support so far. Envy waiting for his heart to kick in so that he can regen back up. He did a really good job of not pressing the BKB earlier, so he might be the strongest hero in this next fight. There is still going to be a Poison Nova available, and TNC making a line for their Shrine. They see DJ, they get a silence out onto a couple. Envy jumping in with the blink. Who can he focus? Armel getting brought into the snowball, and they've actually got the Dark Grip. They might be able to get out. Will they cancel it? They do, because they just want this Abed kill. One more auto attack does it. Envy's the one in trouble. They don't have the lockdown on the Fnatic side. Fighting on top of that Shrine was definitely a mistake. Envy getting slowed down as he tries to escape. Universe comes in on the back lines, tosses Cuckoo forward, but that's where he wants to be. He's with his team. They've also got the snowball on Universe. This might be all of the Fnatic cores dead. They do buyback onto Abed, but Raven gets a double, and I don't even think Fnatic are going to be able to contest this Roshan. Smoke on smoke. There's no Shrine here for Fnatic. They've got the high ground, though. Up they go. Tim's blinking forward. He managed to get the burst strike onto Universe. There'll be no stun from him. They do have the drain onto the Shadow Fiend. Can they break this link? They will manage to. Cuckoo, nice punch. Envy already using the BKB. Now he's stuck inside of the pit, getting raised down. The Firestorm raining onto his head. They're going to snowball everybody forward. There's that secondary pit. They've already used the refresher, so they've also got the cheese. Tim's going to try and get this epicenter off before he goes down. He's dead, but from beyond the grave, he manages to kill off Abed. That's the Lena dead for 80 seconds. Universe trying to slink away. Envy hoping that his heart regen would save him. Cuckoo couldn't get the snowball off on him, but Raven still ticks him down with the DOT in the end. And it's looking like TNC have done it. They're going to be taking this series 3-0. Clean up the mega creeps. And there you go. GG, congrats from Eternal Envy. It's not over just yet. Well, this series is, but not over just yet. They do still have another best of 5 to play today for the ESL Birmingham SEA qualifiers, but a huge win for TNC here.